Hey church, Pastor Corey here. I have a passage of scripture that I would just love to share with you today. And it comes out of Mark chapter 12 and it's verses 29 through 30. And you know what's really interesting about this passage is it's actually really important for you and I as believers of Christ because it's what Jesus calls the first and greatest commandment. So let's read it together. It says, "Speaking of the greatest commandment, the most important one," answered Jesus, "is this. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength." You know, I am a fan of oldies music. And when I say oldies or classical oldies, some of you might think of like classic rock, you know what I mean? Or you might think of classic country, like some Johnny Cash. And in reality, I like all those things. But what I'm talking about here is like music from the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. You know, I love the rhythms and the sounds, and I love the sound of the old microphones and the technology. I just think it's incredible. And there was this one day that I was listening to a song that reminds me of this passage. And it's from Etta James, who, if you don't know who that is, she's famous for singing the song At Last. But anyways, the song that came on my Spotify was A Sunday Kind of Love. And in this song, Etta is describing her desire for a relationship that lasts beyond just a Saturday type of fling, or it lasts more than just 1 or 2 days throughout the week. In reality, it is a relationship that lasts through Sunday, hence a Sunday kind of love. In reality, this might not be the same type of relationship that we're supposed to have with Christ, but the principle is the same in that Christ has called us to have a relationship with Him that lasts through Sunday. It's not a relationship where we go to Him when things are good or just when things are bad. It's a relationship that lasts throughout the week in the good and the bad. So I want to encourage you today. If you're struggling, if you're not sure, or you're like, I don't know how much, like the love of Christ is for me. Here's what you need to know is that Christ has already offered that kind of love towards you. You just have to accept it and reciprocate it towards Him as best as you can. So I want to encourage you with that today. Know that He loves you, He cares for you, He is with you, and He wants you to have a relationship with Him that lasts continually on and on. God bless, church.